Hello, everybody, and welcome to SoCal's iconic movie locations. I'm your host, Ben McCain. We're here at the historic Melodty Ranch in Newhall. This has been home to numerous TV shows and big blockbuster movies. And with me now is one of the Veluzat brothers, Renaud Veluzat. You and your brother bought this in 1990 from
correct.
The legendary singing cowboy, Gene Autry. Now, I'm a big fan of Gene Autry. From the great state of Oklahoma and Texas. Oh, yeah. Both states claim him.
That's true.
Tell me this, what was Gene Autry like?
Boy, he was a great man. He started his own production company, he wrote his own shows, he produced them, he starred in them, he did his own rodeos, he owned his own studio, and what can I say about that? It's the greatest.
And then he went on to buy a baseball team.
Baseball team.
and he's got a museum.
That's right.
So right. God bless the cowboy Gene Autry.
Exactly.
When you guys you bought this, you knew that it was such a historic location. John Wayne made how many movies here?
Oh, John Wayne, he did 21 movies here in his early career. And in fact, Stagecoach was done here with John Ford. And then Gene went on and did all of his shows. Little Red Ryder, Annie Oakley, Cisco Kid was done here. Just so many movies and Gunsmoke.
Gunsmoke with James Arness.
It was just a historical place to do all these shows.
And current day, Deadwood was filmed here with Powers Booth and Ian McShane.
That's correct. That's correct.
We look forward to visiting with you and your nephew, Daniel Veluzat, for the next 30 minutes as we take a look at iconic movie locations across Southern California. We're going to go out to another one. Here's Krista D'Angelo.
Not far from where the 118 freeway and Topanga Canyon Boulevard meet was one of Hollywood's most famous outdoor movie locations, the Iverson Ranch. Filming first began in 1912 and eventually over 600 Western movies were produced using the scenic rock formations as backdrops.
It's all about the rocks.
Author and movie historian Jerry England, who has been researching Chatsworth movie locations for over a decade, highlights some of the most popular backdrops.
For instance, Nyoka Rock, which is right here, Nyoka Cliff, was a background for lots of movies. They Died with Their Boots On, an Errol Flynn classic. The top of it was used in The Fighting Seabees with John Wayne, and then it shows up in dozens of different Westerns from all different angles. In fact, one of my all-time favorite Western scenes is Alan Rocky Lane, who's taken on a group of bad guys, and while he's fighting off one bad guy, another one lights some dynamite and is about to throw it at him, and he catches him at the last minute and wheels and shoots him, and the bad guy goes off the cliff, and of course the cliff blows up with the dynamite.
Another well-known backdrop is the Garden of the Gods.
The Garden of the Gods, which is two different rock pinnacles. The one on the left as you're facing it is known by many people as Indian Head Rock, and the other one is known as Sphinx Rock. And I think it's probably best known in the movie Stagecoach, the John Ford classic in 1939.
One distinctive rock formation appeared in every one of the opening scenes from this long-running TV show.
In every opening scene of the Lone Ranger television show, Clayton Moore, the Lone Ranger, rides up a hill, rears up his horse Silver in front of a rock formation that's the Lone Ranger Rock that's right down in the gorge here below us.
The Iverson Ranch is no longer used for movies. Developed in the 1980s, private residences occupy most of the land. These rocks and many others still exist today and can be found at a public park run by the Santa Monica Mountains Conservancy. From Chatsworth, I'm Krista D'Angelo.
Hey, thank you, Krista. You're watching SoCal's best iconic movie locations. We're here at the historic Melodty Ranch movie studios on their western lot. Isn't this fabulous? We're going to go to the Inland Empire in just a moment with our buddy Glenn Ross, but first, we've got some movie trivia for you. Where was the classic 1939 Civil War epic Gone with the Wind filmed? We'll have the answer in just a moment.